going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. So this week, yeah, I had some family issues and stuff going on, and yeah, I was emotional, and price wasn't where I liked it. I did have a sell order for Aussie, but I ended up backing out because of the momentum I saw, and I just called it. I called it quits for the week because where price is right now is where I always lose money. I do want to be that 7K a week trader, but I'm not there yet, you know, so I'll have to stick to what works for me and then work on scaling it up and not be trying to always have money out there because you're just taking losses, you know. So I just it was a wrap this week for me. But first off, the retirement portfolio, I pretty much got out of some of the other things I had. Neo. Yeah, which this is no longer a buy. I got out. Yeah, I bought it here. It pushed up. It started screaming back down, and I took it while I was still in profit, and it came back down to there. So Neo, I'm looking for this to come back down into like $5, $4 territory, and if and when it does, I will buy some. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on that. Right now, I'm only holding GLDG, which I got in at $1. I'm down a bit, but I don't care. I'm holding this. I am holding that. And I have ANET, which has done incredibly well for me. It is the only thing that has kept my retirement portfolio looking goodish. You know, I bought some back here. Obviously not the best timing. It filled this gap on me and then started heading up. And then I added some more and it keeps going. It's like not fast growth, but steady. And it's been doing very well. So, highly recommend this one. Strong buy on the weekly. Still don't have the Get Out X, so we're gonna hold that. And then I put some in AICOF. This is like a penny AI stock, basically. Very high risk. I mean, when this thing opened up, it shot all the way up to $100 a share, and then came crashing back down. But that's usually what happens when new things hit the market like that. They spike, they drop back down to where they should be, and then they start growing from there. So I got this around 70 something cents, and it's at like 53. So I'm down slightly here, but I don't care. You know, I think AI, whether we like it or not, is the next big thing to rip. I don't like the idea of AI, but it's going to go up with or without us, and it's going to happen with or without us. So might as well try to capitalize on it if we can. I may try to get in on Nvidia. I really do like Nvidia. This thing's been screaming, but I just can't pull the trigger on this thing. Is just going too fast. So I was thinking potentially looking for a buy somewhere around $300. You know, because we all know that this gap is going to get filled. So this thing will probably come back down, you know, maybe into here somewhere for support, and then keep heading up. Or come down a little bit lower, maybe to 200. You know what I mean? But somewhere between $300, $200 a share, I'd be looking for maybe to add some Nvidia into the retirement portfolio, because Nvidia is just not just graphics cards, but they're also doing the AI stuff as well. So I do think this would be a good one to hold. Buy and hodl for a while. And then obviously silver. I have my physical position that I've been accruing, and I'm going to hold that one. I'm going to hold that one long term. I think that's going to do very well. But anyways, this week in the foreign exchange market, let's go down to the 4 hours. So here's the thing, right? I was emotional this week, and price is choppy and just, it's not above highs, it's not below lows, it's in the middle. And it's very difficult for me because here's my mindset, right? We have this double top sitting here. In my mind, we've already made it to here. So if the market's going to push down, why would they not come and take this out? We're right there, man. We're right there. So I looked up red flag news for this week. We've got red flag news for Aussie USD, or for Aussie, on Monday at 9:30 at night. And I'm thinking, well, price might not do too much until then, and possibly that news on Monday is what pushes Aussie up. And then we have the Fed meeting on Wednesday for USD, which I think potentially could be the spot where we get back in short and then ride this down. I wasn't sure if the news this week, if this was just going to correct upwards and then from the news drop, or if it was going to head down and then from the news go up, but neither of those things happened. Price was not cooperating. I was like, yep, I'm not trading this week. So I stayed out of it. I was looking for opportunities. I just didn't. I found USD CAD after the fact, once it already happened. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of my plan for this week. I might, and here's the thing, right? Because this looks like a break, test number 1, test number 2, right? Could this just go down from there? Yeah, it could. So me buying from this area, we're not below lows, we're not above highs, we're in the middle. So it's like one of those things, if it doesn't cooperate and bounce exactly where I think, it gets really difficult for me to hold it mentally, and then I end up taking a loss if they swing the market violently in one direction against me, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get out, and I take the loss, and then it goes right back up in my direction. So yeah, in my mind, if Aussie USD makes it above this double top and we get up into this sell zone, all the chips on the table, I have no problem holding that to the downside. The trend is down. Yeah, everything looks good to the downside. Bigger picture, everything. Aussie USD short, 100%. Like, I'd have no problem with holding that. Mentally, yeah, it's just much easier for me. And I usually do well off of stuff like that. Getting in above highs in support and resistance areas, and letting it go. But, yeah, like I say I did have a sell order here. So I was looking for this to range, and I was going to try to range trade it, but I saw the momentum Sunday night, and I was like, yep, I'm out. There's too much momentum to the upside, so this was not a flag. This was an accumulation, and it made a move up. It is what it is. So that's sort of, I might go for this buy, but I'm going to do minimal risk here. Right? This is support, resistance, support, right? Kind of choppy back here, but yeah, we have a clear level, support, resistance. We've got this trend line here. Price wants to, maybe this is what's going on. Now price is just going to kind of push its way up, take out this high, and then drop. Maybe this is just a bigger correction here, potentially. But I might go for this buy if this happens right at Aussie's red flag news. So we'll see. Otherwise, I'm going to hold off and see if we can get it above that double top. That would be preferable to me. And then USD CAD. So if you look at the Canadian dollar alone, it looks super bearish. Dollar has seemed to get stronger over the last couple of weeks. Bigger picture, USD CAD, we got a strong buy with Luxy here. Push up, looks like we're just kind of consolidating, correcting above this trend line instead of the last two times where we spiked above, dropped, giant double top sitting there, lots and lots of liquidity. Right, this time we broke above and we're just sitting here. So is this the one where this takes off? Like, do we take off from here? Or do we come back down for one more and then take off? But if you zoom in a little bit more, you know, the trend has been up. We had a pretty good move up, you know, pretty good momentum there, and now it looks like we're getting some sort of like expansion going on here. So I think potentially that's what's coming. So if we zoom in, you know, I almost took this week, but I decided not to. The daily, if you go out to the daily chart, the shoulder line of the daily candle, which is right about there, I was looking for a buy because price came down, hit this zone, and bounced, and we got a nice push away. And then we came right back down into that same zone, so that could have been a potential, you know, trade. That it did jump. As long as you took profits right away, could have been something. But you notice that we got a double bottom on the 4-hour chart. We still have this low here. I would say price will do next to nothing until Wednesday, and then on Wednesday we snap the double bottom. We sweep the lows, possibly taking out this low as well, and then we start heading back up. That's what I want to see. That's what I think could be potentially coming. But then again, you know, nobody knows what the market's going to do. All we can do is look at patterns and see the news and try to trade accordingly off of support and resistance. And GBP USD, I'm going to be watching this guy because, you know, GBP has been strong. Has been pretty strong up until late. All right, look at Luxy on the weekly. We have a strong buy signal. Strong buy. We're starting to pull back now. This definitely looked like the bottom. Capitulation. Starting to move up. We got this little expansion. Another move up. Little running flat. False break. Came back down. Broke through that running flat. And now we're coming down into the first little area of support here. So I might look for a bounce there, but on top of that, I want to try to I want to get into GBP USD and hold it long, like months, and not get out and just let it do its thing. Like small position, buy some here. And as long as we don't smash through that zone or anything and we get a bounce, just hold it. And just put a stop to break even. And if it just goes, then just let it go. But if it doesn't and wants to come down to the next zone, then we'll try it again there. And then try it again at the next one if it breaks through that. But eventually, this is going to start heading back up. Bigger picture, I would say, all the way up to here. Minimum. Like... yeah, there, and that's definitely where it's headed. It's going there. So I would love. I feel like I leave a lot of money on the table by not holding some of my trades, like Aussie USD. Yeah, I mean I sold from here, and I think I made it to here, and I got out. And if I had just held, I mean, shit, I still think we're going lower. But instead you get out and you think, whoa, I can just get in on a pullback or something, and then stuff starts going crazy, and then you end up taking losses. So, oh, it's going without me. Oh, no, it's not. You just took another loss. Yeah, that kind of shit. Gotta stop doing that. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much my plan for this week, and I'm hoping that we can double this account again at sometime soon, because I would like to maybe put some money into the Bitcoin account so that we can buy and sell Bitcoin and short it at 50 times leverage. Yeah. Because if crypto is going to go, I want to ride it, but I don't like actually doing the crypto thing. You know what I mean? Like putting it on the wallet and doing all that crap. I'd rather just do it through my broker, right? Ride the wave, 50 times leverage, get the money, and I'm out. And let them deal with the corn. You know, the Bitcoins. I do have some Bitcoin. Well, not Bitcoin, but I have Guardian. It's down to like next to nothing right now, but I'm just gonna hold it. I don't care. I think I put $1,000 in there and lost all of it. It's like down to $150. But you know, who knows? Who knows? It could come back. Probably not, but I would say if any of them do well, it would be Bitcoin or none, because Bitcoin is proof of work. And as long as there's a computer running in someone's closet, they cannot shut it down. But they can buy the shit out of it and manipulate it. That's what they can do. So, yeah, I don't know. But anyways, that's it for this one. See you later.